Find out who all the big winners were at the 2016 Emmys as Game of Thrones scores a record. Game of Thrones made history at the Emmy Awards, becoming the most awarded scripted television show of all time with 38 wins over its 6 seasons. The HBO fantasy series took out the biggest prize of the night with the Best Drama Gong, and also took out the Best Writing in a Drama Series, Best Directing in a Drama Series. "We have the best cast that I think ever has been assembled," executive producer David Benioff said. "It now joins a formidable hall of fame that small-screen greats like The West Wing, Cheers, Frasier and The Simpsons." Foxtel's executive director of television Brian Walsh was in the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles for American TV's Night of Nights and said Game of Thrones' historic haul was a big win for the Australian subscription TV giant. "We've just signed a new long-term deal to be the exclusive home of HBO in Australia," Walsh said. "In what's a very competitive environment, partnering with the world's best producers of content is great for us," Walsh said. The most recent season of Game of Thrones broke ratings records at Foxtel and is one of the company's biggest content assets. "I honestly believe it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time," Walsh said. "It's fantastic writing that's faithful to the books with an extraordinary execution that's almost cinematic. The cast is exceptional and so is the scenery. It has broken the mold. We've never had a TV show in history that's had this scale, budget and technology to deliver such a spectacle on screen. In addition, it's a show that appeals to both men and women and crosses generations and languages," he said. Walsh described it as a once-in-a-generation show. News Corp Australia's national TV editor Tiffany Dunk said the TV epic ticked all the boxes when it comes to a series that'll last the test of time and deserves its place among the best ever. "Even those who don't watch it regularly know a lot about Game of Thrones and acknowledge its high-caliber storytelling." Quote, Dunk said, "It's got violent battles, illicit romance, tense family feuds, stunning landscapes and, let's face it, Jon Snow. How could you not be a fan?" While it was the night for Game of Thrones, its stars Kit Harington and Peter Dinklage were trumped in the Best Supporting Actor in a Drama category by Aussie actor Ben Mendelsohn for Bloodline. Speaking from outside the HBO after-party, Walsh said he expected a festive shindig. "If there was a year that cemented HBO's strength in storytelling, it's this year. Winning Best Drama, Best Comedy, Best Variety Show. It's such an endorsement for them. It's been a fantastic Emmys for Foxtel overall, not just with Game of Thrones but also Veep. This Week Tonight with John Oliver, Mr. Robot and The Night Manager. It really is the golden age of television. Emmy's most awarded show, Saturday Night Live, 44 wins, 199 nominations. Game of Thrones, 38 wins, 106 nomination. Frasier, 37 wins, 108 nomination. The Simpsons, 32 wins, 85 nomination. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, 29 wins, 67 nomination. Cheers, 28 wins, 117 nomination. Hill Street Blues, 26 wins, 98 nomination. The West Wing, 26 wins, 95 nomination. 23 wins, 124 nomination. Modern Family, 22 wins, 77 nomination. Season 7 of the hit HBO series Game of Thrones, which usually premieres in the spring, will debut in the summer of 2017. The WSJ's Lee Hawkins gives details. News.com. Ours privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles, and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature.